It is Adam and Elsie Way here to spread the love and help others prosper every day. Excited to be here live
Me.
on YouTube, what, and
You didn't
Facebook.
tag me.
Yeah, I did. It says,
There you go.
yeah.
Now it's showing.
Anywho, it was really interrupted. Is happy to be here live, late night live. We're gonna be fast and quick, but hey First Lady, we are on 14-day challenge. So we know it's late, but we want to stay accountable, stay committed. As we said, we're gonna be on here 14 days straight. So even though it's late, we're on here for you guys.
Stay
Just
accountable, and that's where a
hey,
lot of people
hey Deacon.
struggle.
And yeah, so we're just really, like I said, we're gonna be kind of short, but it's gonna be good. Short but sweet. And again, we're here just, we're not your marriage gurus. We're here to real talk about marriage, talk about relationships, just really help people and help ourselves actually in our own relationship. And we're all learning from you guys, and you guys hopefully learning from stuff that we're learning and picking up from either books we're reading, people we're getting around, and just picking up relationships because we are here to spread the love and help others prosper every day.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right,
so
so let's get to the topic. So
what
the
is it?
topic is, did you really forgive them? And then at the end we'll do the five.
No, that's what it is.
Oh.
Do you really forgive them? 5 forgiveness test questions. That's all we're going over. We're not even gonna. We talked about forgiveness. Actually, you saw it on here. It says Bernetta. I sorry, I don't know how to say your maiden name. Bernetta Harris. You see here that she came on this live. We talked about forgiveness from her book, Overcoming Pain. And so, if you want to dive into that, go ahead and pick a copy from her. We talked about her book, but this is just going to talk about taking a step forward, like taking a test to see you actually forgave them. This is going to give you you can forgive your spouse, forgave your dad, your mom, whoever, any relationship. We're talking about relationships here, and so this is going to be the 5 forgiveness questions that you can just test yourself anytime and see if you've actually really forgiven somebody. It's called the unforgiveness test or forgiveness test, whatever you want to call it. All right, open that book up. We're coming from Get Married, Stay Married. We've come out of here before on different things from Paul and Billy K. Sika. Another great book. Yeah. So Elsie is going to go ahead and read number 1. So number 1 question you want to ask yourself. Well, not number 1, but the first question you ask yourself to see if you've forgiven somebody.
So it says, every time I think of, and then the blank, and then you put somebody's name, and it says, I still feel angry. So every time you think about a person, do you still feel angry?
And don't even, it may not even be a person. Every time I think about this situation, every time I think about this accident that happened to me or this incident that happened to me, and then what's the rest?
I still feel angry.
So are you still getting angry over a past incident, over a past hurt, something that she did to me 3 years ago, something that I offended her, maybe I offended her a year ago, but she's still holding on to it. Does it still get her angry? Does it get her agitated? Does it get her upset? If it does, then you haven't truly forgiven. So that's number 1.
Okay.
We're gonna be fast tonight. I'll give you some stuff that you guys can reach out later if you guys want to get some more. We're gonna be quick. It's late.
All right. So number 2, it says, I have a stable secret.
I have a
subtle secret desire to see blank pay for what they did to me.
So sorry, can you? I have a subtle secret desire to see blank. Oh, pay for what they did to me. So this is more. I put like a revenge. I mean, when you think of someone, do you want someone to pay for what they did to you? When they maybe something your dad did to you, maybe something your mom did to you, maybe, and you're carrying it over into your current marriage, your current relationship. So maybe you're taking it out on your kids. Maybe you're taking it out on your spouse, but you really want someone else to pay for it, but you're taking it out. So now you're bringing not only for not forgiving that person who did that to you, you're carrying that unforgiveness into your current relationship, and so yeah. Ooh, so vengeance is the Lord's. Yes.
Okay, so the third one is, deep in my heart, I wouldn't mind if something bad happened to blank. And that's reading all this is more of a grudge on somebody, or I mean, if you're talking about a person, actually, if you're talking about a person, that's like having a grudge on somebody when you're reading this. But I when Adam was reading the second one, I was thinking about the grudge you have on somebody, and that's unforgiveness. I mean, I think for me, just because I like to share stories, that's just who I am.
It's good.
I feel like I don't have any grudges on anybody,
Except me.
but I know that there's something deep inside me that I still haven't forgiven a lot of people. It's probably because either they hurt me or they hurt a family member, and I don't know if it's necessarily a grudge, but I just don't like the way they treat people. But again, I can't control that, especially if it was, if it, not what they did to me, but what they're doing to my siblings or whatnot. I'm not gonna put any names out there, but that's something that I think what I struggle for. I don't say that I want them to die or anything, but when I think about stuff and then I hear about stuff and it makes me like upset because
That's number one.
it makes me it makes me upset because and it also makes me upset because the person that's in that situation is putting themselves in that situation. But I even though it doesn't have to be just towards you, like I'm feeling right now, if it's someone in your family or your friends and they're getting they're going through a lot and you get angry for them because of what that person is doing. So it doesn't necessarily have to be you personally, it can also be somebody else.
But again, we talked about the power of forgiving yesterday. Like I said, out of overcoming pain, the book, and you holding on to it is hurting you and your health, and so even that right there is unforgiveness. So I mean that. So you failed the test. Sorry, you lost. Just kidding. It's
Well,
not.
no,
It's
I
just
mean
a
it's
self
like
test to see where you're at.
it's being transparent, being honest, and saying that I'm in this situation where, um, I forgive Adam for all the things that we've done to each other, or whatnot. But it doesn't have to be just marriage. But like we said, it just can be different relationships or a relationship of a relationship. There's it's a bigger topic, but we're not going to go into it. But I just wanted to say that it's not just personal; it's also family members that's in that situation. You just feel that anger towards a person because of your family member or something like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna share something at the end too. It's gonna, but so deep in my heart, I think we already covered that, right?
So just So number 3, it says, "Deep in your heart, I wouldn't mind if something bad happened to whatever blank."
So I put, would you, or yeah, just we'll move on.
No, that's actually good to say. If something happened to somebody and it wasn't your doing and it's somebody else doing, are you gonna care about it? Are you gonna feel bad about it? That's still not forgiving that person.
Like if they did something bad, would you not care if something bad happened back to them? So typically, even like if you think, depending on what type of work you do, if you're dealing with customers and they maybe treat you wrong or get angry and upset and they're just acting crazy, what I typically do, I try, just pray for them. It's like, God, just bless them. Instead of me cursing them, I send blessings their way.
Yeah.
I speak blessings their way, and so that's just one way to kind of get out of your head and forgive them right away. But yeah, anyway, so I sometimes find myself telling others how blank hurt me, how the situation hurt me, how
So
the person hurt me.
gossiping with other people and saying that this person hurt me. For this one, I think that you need to go to the person. I mean, for my situation, I don't think I would go to the person just because I don't have that connection. I don't talk to that person. and not saying that I don't want to do it, but I mean, I'm still going to respect him. I'm still going to be mindful of people around me, you know. Like I said, I'm not going to say names because it's not really my business to tell, but um you just can't be going to other people, and I'm guilty of it. You know, I go to my siblings or whoever, and I talk about somebody that hurt me in
Yeah,
the past.
I cut Elsie off from that.
Yeah,
Big
so
time
I
extra,
mean,
and not in a bad way, but just like I, if you're talking about someone else, go and tell. Wait, there's Andy Mineo says, go and tell he she about it. Don't come to me about it. Go tell he she about it. If not, you're not gonna tell he she about it. Then why are you bringing it up?
yeah, I did a lot on our when we first got married. Yeah, when we got married, I mean, I don't do it as much as I want to do now. But there's, you know, people would talk to me about it, and I would just say, you know, just let them be. Sometimes I get sucked into it. Um, which, you know, sometimes Adam got to pull me and be like, it's not your responsibility. It's not your, you know, just leave it alone. And sometimes I get upset about it because I want him to listen to what I'm saying. But I understand why he says it is because he doesn't want me to get sucked into that situation.
I put, are you getting comfortable in retelling the story instead of healing and forgiving from that story or that situation? So are you getting more comfort in gossiping about it and
Which most people are.
always bringing it up, and so instead of retelling, start healing and forgiving. Yeah, you good? Next one, last one. Let's go.
Last one,
Number
it says,
5.
if blank name name comes up, I am more likely to say something negative about him or her than something positive. I mean, that really ties into the last one we just talked about. I mean, you're that name is coming up, and like I said, I'm guilty of this. I mean, I would say something, and then that name would come up, and then like it's another gossiping that you would talk about, and um, yeah, I mean, I think there's still forgiveness towards people that I haven't forgive yet, which, like I said, I'm working on, which not perfect on. So yeah, I mean, I guess this one's really more of relationship of not just your spouse, but relationship with you know, other people other than your spouse, which is really good because um, it shows that you're not, you know, your relationship with your spouse is. Just lost my train of thought, Adam.
I mean, well, so I mean, you do this. I mean, people, a lot of people do that at work too. They talk negative about their spouse. That's the worst place you can do that. Um, you don't want to talk negative about your spouse to other people, and de-edify them in any shape or form. Um, and I think, you know, just tie it up too. It's like, so a lot of this too. You got to think. Do you forgive yourself? Um, You know, are you forgiving yourself every time you think of a situation or something that you did? Are you forgiving yourself? If you have a, you know, secret desire, that you may want to, maybe something that you did so terrible that you feel like you should be punished, you should be hurt from that situation. Are you forgiving yourself? You sometimes find yourself maybe mentioning to maybe a close friend or something, just kind of retelling that story, or maybe other people, your other friends in the past retell that story every time they see you. Hey, man, remember that time when you did this, this, and this? And they just keep constantly reminding you, and you haven't really forgiven yourself from it. And every time they bring that situation up or a name up, it brings back those negative feelings, those negative vibes. Are you forgiving? But I want you to understand that you don't have to, you personally don't have to do it, especially if you believe in Christ. He has forgiven you of every single thing. So who are you to not forgive someone else of, you know, you think of all the things that you've done to people, you think of all the things that you've done wrong. How can you not forgive if he's forgiven you for so much? Um, and so, and know that he's in you to help you, you know, transform that forgiveness, or to be that forgiveness. You're not going to be able to do it alone without him, so he has to be that forgiveness in you, and allow him to be that light, so that way when they see that, they see forgiveness, they also see him in that light. You might be that one light for that person to see, and by you not forgiving them, now you ruin that chance for them to ever get connected. But because he comes through you and he sees that and you show that forgiveness, they're going to see him through you. um Yeah. Is that it? So real quick, go back over them 1 through 5. Five test questions you ask yourself. See if you truly forgive yourself, somebody else, spouse, whoever, kids. It doesn't matter. Whoever. Every time I think of blank, I still feel angry. Number 2, I have a subtle secret desire to see blank pay for what they did to me. Deep in my heart, I wouldn't mind if something bad happened to blank. I sometimes find myself telling others how blank hurt me. If blank's name comes up, I am more than likely to say something negative about him or her than something positive. So those are the 5. Take those questions. Be real, be truthful, answer those questions, and if not, take steps towards forgiving. And if you guys reach out, Facebook message us. Me, go to my Facebook page, message me. Go to Elsie's Facebook page, message me. We'll check it message her, whatever. And we'll send you 15 common reasons people feel that they're right to not forgive. Hold on. 15 common reasons feel the right to be unforgiving.
That they don't need to forgive somebody.
15 common reasons they feel the right to be unforgiving. So they feel like they don't have to forgive, and these are the most common reasons, and you go through those common reasons, and then you get to see maybe some of those reasons are the reasons why you feel like, oh, it's okay to not forgive, but that's not the case. If you go through these, most people go through this, but you still got to be willing to forgive, and this is going to help a lot of you guys forgive. So like I said, message us, reach us. Is going to help you out. And
so majority of time it's personal. This is your reason why you're not forgiving is most of the time is you. Like Adam said, it's probably not forgiving yourself, but maybe it just when you're a child, something happened. I don't know. I mean, it all really comes down to you. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we love you guys.
Love you guys.
We're here again, Adam and Elsie, here to spread the love and hope, help others prosper every day.
We are not your married gurus.
Nope, just real talk. And like we said, reach out to us, message us, and we'll get you that so we can help you guys start forgiving in your relationships and in your marriages. And
you can help us too.